Right now at 5, disposing of the prescription medication you have at home is more important than you think.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Amy DuPont.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Prescription medication is used to treat a variety of issues, but in the wrong hands, it can be deadly. And that's why state and local health officials are encouraging Wisconsinites to dispose of their unwanted meds.
News 8 Now's Dua Esrar spoke with a county sheriff who explains how La Crosse families can do their part to stay safe.
Amy and Ken, Saturday is Drug Take Back Day. La Crosse residents can drop off any unwanted or unused medication at Take Back locations. During the last Take Back Day, Wisconsin led the nation for drugs collected, according to local health officials. Prescription medication is a common starting point for substance abuse. According to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, more than 1,200 Wisconsinites overdosed on opioids. Local counties, including La Crosse, have either met or broken records for opioid-related deaths consistently. Sheriff Jeff Wolf says La Crosse has consistently participated in drug take-back days to make the county safer.
I am proud to say that over the past decade, we average over 250 pounds on every drug take-back that we have.
As of September, in La Crosse County, 26 people died from an overdose. Physicians at Gunderson Health System say they treat at least one overdose per week. Health experts say it's important to discuss the dangers of prescription medication with children as early as possible. And as a couple of reminders, experts say always store prescription medication away from the reach of younger children, and that also includes veterinary medication. Pills for pets can be just as dangerous.
All right, thanks, Dua. And we're going to post those links to the drug take-back locations on news8000.com.
All right, time to switch it up, talk some weather, and for that, we'll send it over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl.
Well, a cold front passed through last night. Did a couple of things. It took the rainfall with it. The second thing, much cooler air. Highs today only in the 40s to around 50 degrees, with the warmer air confined to far eastern parts of the state. Highs in the 60s there. Mainly cloudy right now. We did have some peaks of sun earlier today, but it's been cloudy for several hours now, and it's looking dry for the next several days. Seasonable temperatures for the rest of the week. Average highs in the mid to upper 50s this time of year, but warming up again by the weekend. 60s in fact possible, perhaps Friday, but for sure Saturday, Sunday, Halloween Monday, and next Tuesday, all looking pretty far above average. Now, we still have that cloud cover. The rain is not too far off to our south and east, so if you have travel plans tonight that take you down towards, say, Madison or Milwaukee, you might run into some of that rainfall, but dry around here, albeit cloudy, and temperatures primarily in the low to mid 40s. Overnight lows tonight generally dropping to seasonable levels, seasonably chilly, right around 36 degrees here in La Crosse. Again, I'll have full details on that 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks very much, Bill.
A Black River Falls couple is charged with a combined dozen felonies, most involving child sex crimes. Jennifer Zilmer and her husband Casey are being held in the Jackson County Jail.
Today, Jennifer's attorney asked the court to release her on a signature bond. The judge denied the request and instead reduced Jennifer's bond to $4,000 cash. Casey Zilmer is being held on $10,000 cash.
The midterm elections are just 2 weeks away, and President Biden is determined to keep the House and Senate in Democratic hands. He directed the Democratic National Committee to immediately move $10 million to the House and Senate campaign committees and offered another $8 million to those groups through fundraising. The Democrats are trying to buck tradition. The first midterm election for a president's party often results in big gains for the opposition.
Wisconsin State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski says Republican candidates have been dishonest with voters over a potential referendum on abortion. Godlewski today joined 3rd Congressional District candidate Brad Pfaff in a roundtable for reproductive rights at UW La Crosse. The Eau Claire native says any politician who says a decision on abortion should be left to the states is, quote, fooling you.
You, as an active citizen, cannot petition and get a bunch of votes to add something to our Constitution. And so when politicians say, let's vote on a constitutional amendment, they're actually not being truthful, and we don't have that ability in our state.
State lawmakers would have to propose that amendment, and then it would have to pass both the Senate and Assembly during 2 consecutive legislative sessions. Only then would voters see the question on the ballot. Now, Wisconsin's current law bans abortion except in situations where a mother's life is in danger.
Well, in-person voting is underway today, and Wisconsin Democrats gathered in La Crosse for the first day of the Get Out the Early Vote effort. La Crosse School Board President Juan Jimenez joined the 2 Coulee Region Democrats, Pfaff and Sarah Godlewski, as they met with voters outside La Crosse's city City Hall. Now, several lawsuits focused on absentee voting processes are making their way through the court system, and some polls show more Republican voters are concerned over the security of future elections. PAF says America's elections are secure, and both sides of the aisle should respect the results.
Early voting is safe and it's secure. I encourage as many people to get out as possible, but I also think that it's extremely important as elected officials and those that are running for office that we have to recognize the decisions that the voters make.
PAF's opponent, Derek Van Orden, in that congressional race sent a statement today to News 8 Now. He says his campaign today is talking directly with voters over issues that matter to them.
The St. Louis school shooting is once again raising questions about the safety of all schools, including schools here in western Wisconsin. On Monday, a former student entered that St. Louis high school and shot and killed a teacher and 15-year-old girl and wounded 7 others. La Crosse School Board President Juan Jimenez says the district works hard to prevent acts of violence, but the nature of violent acts like that one in St. Louis can make things complicated.
The minute that you think that we've done the absolute best we can, something will happen and then people will point the finger and say you weren't prepared. I think that we are as prepared as we possibly can be.
Now, the Wisconsin Department of Justice has been training 12 critical incident response team. Their mission is, of course, to lessen the impact of incidents like an act of violence.
Well, switching now to an event to discuss the past, present, and future of our economy. Community members and area business professionals are on campus today to discuss life post-pandemic. Business owners told their stories of how they overcame the pandemic, and UWL administrators discussed the current economic climate. Now, the dean of UWL's College of Business Administration says the pandemic had long-lasting effects on Americans' work lives.
People's experience suggests that work can be done differently for some industries and some firms, and so I think you'll never go back to sort of for the entire economy, a picture that looks exactly like it did in 2019.
State Bank Financial and the La Crosse Tribune helped sponsor and fund today's event.
Today marks a first for the La Crosse area YMCA. Their first ever Giving Day is underway, and that fundraiser has plenty of lofty goals. They want to raise $80,000 in just 36 hours.
Wow.
Donors can choose from 9 different projects, like replacing old gymnastics equipment. That was for me, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
donating to a fund for health workers. Employees encourage people to donate, especially because these fundraising projects will make the community stronger.
We just really want to get the word out that the Y is doing all of these great things, and once these projects are funded, the community will definitely benefit from all of the different things going on within each of them.
And get this, the Y Giving Day donation page has already received nearly $15,000.
Well on their way. Well, 5 years of hard work just paid off. Winona State University has finally completed their leading energy savings and sustainability project. The project will reduce the university's environmental impact by using solar panels, electric vehicle charging stations, and other additions. And overall will save $26 million in energy and reduce carbon emissions by 25%. It's already clear the project will be doing good for the university, but it's more about improving students' education.
Yeah, it's nice to do the work, it's nice to have the recognition, but this is about really benefiting the students and doing things that are right for the state and for the environment at large.
Now, there is a phase 2 of the project, but project planners are unsure of the next move.
Still ahead, the legal battle continues over student loan forgiveness.
While cases run through appeals court, the Biden administration looking to forgive more loans for public servants.
The power to change your future is now. The new F-150 is here. Be one of the first to drive the latest, most advanced, best-selling truck for the last 45 years. Custom order your F-150 today. Now, lock in $500 retail order bonus cash on an all-new 2023 Ford F-150. Don't wait. Get to your Northland Ford dealers today.
They found my sister's head in a wood-burning stove, her body in a cornfield, murdered by her own husband. The judge called it the most heinous crime he'd ever seen, and the killer was sent to jail for life. But Tony Evers' parole commission set him free, and they didn't even tell us. Under Evers, hundreds of other violent criminals have been released early. It makes no sense. Governor Evers, everyone in Wisconsin is less safe because of you.
It's time to update your home siding. Contact River Valley Remodelers today. Our vinyl siding has great curb appeal, helps reduce utility costs, and minimizes outdoor noise. Our color collections offer a wide range of today's most popular styles and colors and have a lifetime fade warranty. Contact River Valley Remodelers today and receive your free consultation. For a limited time, receive free gutters with a whole house of siding, purchase, and interest-free financing.
Gary knows golf.
You need to have good balance, good support.
Where to find that support?
2 words, The Good Feet Store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free arch support fitting.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Ron Johnson caught lying. Independent fact checks call his attacks on Mandela Barnes false and misleading. But it's Johnson's views that are alarming. Johnson supported a ban on abortions. He co-sponsored a bill that makes no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman. And Johnson said if women don't like it, they can move. The truth is, it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's. Oh, whoops, Taco John's.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The Biden administration is looking at other options for student debt relief while the legal battle over its loan forgiveness plays out in appeals court.
The Department of Education announced a plan today that'll bring most loans for public servants closer to forgiveness. Reporter Elise Preston explains.
New changes will simplify the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, helping teachers, public defenders, and other public sector workers with their student debt. The program, known as PSLF, started in 2007. But red tape and restrictions have denied relief to many borrowers.
These are idealistic people who want to give back to their country, who made career decisions based on a promise of loan forgiveness, and they were shortchanged. That's not right.
Last year, the government announced temporary changes that allowed 236,000 people to have more than $14 billion in student loans forgiven. But those expire October 31st, and the government is encouraging qualifying public service workers to apply before next Monday. Permanent changes are set to take effect next July. That includes credit for late payments, as well as income-driven repayment plans.
These actions will move millions of qualified borrowers closer to forgiveness by crediting all their past payments.
This latest plan comes amid legal challenges over President Biden's broader plan for student loan debt forgiveness. 6 conservative states are suing, claiming that relief will hurt their bottom line. But the Department of Education is pressing on.
We know 40 million people are counting on us to fight for them, and we're going to continue to fight for them.
Advocates are urging borrowers not to be deterred.
So right now, borrowers can still apply for debt cancellation. They can still go online and submit that form.
The Biden administration officially launched studentaid.gov last week, where at least 22 million people have already applied. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
A CBS News Battleground Tracker poll from August found slightly more than half of registered voters approved of some student loan forgiveness.
And that margin jumped to 75% for the under 30 crowd. Still to come, doctors are calling the rise of COVID, flu, and RSV cases a triple-demic.
But they say there are ways to slow that spread.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. It's a good thing we got some decent rainfall over the past 24 to 36 hours. Much of the next 8 days looking dry. I'll have my 8-day forecast after the break.
This is fentanyl, so dangerous that one pill kills. They make it in China, smuggle it through Mexico. Across our border that Joe Biden surrendered to cartels and gangs. Brad Pfaff backs Biden's open border agenda 100%. Fentanyl killed 1,200 people last year in Wisconsin alone. Now every town is a border town. Pfaff won't stop the drugs, so we have to stop Brad Pfaff.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Coming from the Midwest, we know that winter can chill to the bones. Menards has all the heating options to combat those cold months. Need heat wherever you are? Check out our endless options of space heaters. Want something for a cozy living space? Pick up one of our many fireplaces. Job sites? Home? We have your back. Menards has heating options for whatever situation you need it for, and get 11% off it all.
Save big money at Menards.
Chevy Silverado.
It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine when you purchase. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash. And now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories.
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we've traced the smell and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing!
Papa Murphy's.
No two sets of eyes are the same, and nothing should keep them from getting the expert eye care they need. That's why we'll cover your cost of your insurance copay or your eye exam. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com.
We have a pretty big choice to make in this election, and it's about whether women get to keep their right to choose. I'm pro-choice. Always have been, always will be. Derek Van Orden wants to ban abortion, with no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the mother. He'll do anything to take away your right to choose. I'll do anything to protect it. That's the choice in this election. And now, it's up to you. I'm Brad Paff, and I approve this message.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
There appears to be declining interest in COVID-19 vaccine boosters, even among older adults.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, uptake has declined with each additional shot.
Now, about 93% of people aged 65 and older have completed their initial vaccine series, but only about 72% of those eligible have kept up to date by getting their first booster, and less than half have gotten their second booster shot.
As for the updated bivalent booster shots, which target the original strain and 2 Omicron subvariants, less than 10% of the population ages 5 and up have gotten it.
COVID-19, the flu, and RSV are all on the rise, and doctors are calling the surge of cases a triple-demic, meaning many pediatric hospitals across the country are at capacity. That's the first time that's happened since the beginning of the pandemic. Although news of the rough sick season may be scary, doctors say you may be able to avoid infection by staying up to date on your shots.
We have flu shots that keep people out of the hospital. We have COVID shots. We have a brand new COVID shot that is formulated against the virus that's out there right now. That will keep people out of the hospital, prevent people from getting seriously ill.
Common sense precaution.
In addition to vaccinations, folks should stay home when they're sick and wash their hands often to stop the spread of the viruses. There is no RSV vaccine, but several health companies are working on one.
Let's switch gears and talk some weather. We had plenty of rainfall yesterday and plenty of cloud cover today. Let's go to Bill with the latest.
Yeah, and it's a good thing we got that rainfall. It was much needed. And as you're going to see on my 8-day forecast, there's not much more rainfall in the next several days in terms of what we're expecting. But boy, over an inch in Caledonia, 1.25 inches there, over an inch in West Salem, just under an inch in La Crosse, out at the airport officially 0.96 inches, 9/10 in Black River Falls, 8/10 in Tomah and Sparta as well. About 3/4 inch in Houston and Prairie du Chien, also Viroqua, 6/10 in Winona, and just over 1/2 inch in Trempealeau and Eau Claire. So a good soaking rain for the region. Again, just what the doctor ordered, so to speak. Cloudy right now. We did see some blue sky and sunshine at times earlier today. 50 the high, 40 the low. 57 and 38 are the averages. 81 and 6 are the records. Now with that latest rainfall, we're over an inch for the month, still about an inch below average. And for the year, still about 6 inches below average, so we could use some more. 46 downtown at the station, also out at the airport with that cloudy sky. Feels like 41 with a northwesterly breeze at 12. The Mississippi rising a bit, 5.36 feet. Mostly cloudy for you folks in Eau Claire, 44 degrees, and it feels like 42 with a fairly light wind. Now, where there's some sunshine, temperatures in the 50s and 60s, but we're in that cloud cover now, and that's why we're primarily in the 40s, pretty much statewide. Low to mid 40s across the Badger State, 48 in Boscobel, 46 in La Crosse, 43 in Winona. So this cold front meant business. Look at these eastern sections of our viewing area, about 25 degrees colder than this time last evening, 10 degrees colder in La Crosse and Eau Claire. Northwesterly breeze 5 to 15, making it feel even chillier. Now clouds remain. The rain just to our south and east, down towards Madison, Green Bay, and Milwaukee, as that cold front continues to slowly progress eastward. This low will kind of ride up along it, but pass far enough to the south and east to keep us dry for tonight and tomorrow. Sky Tracker will show the rain over southeastern parts of the state. We'll get into some partial clearing late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then lots of sunshine for our Wednesday, albeit temperatures a little bit below average, and then a few clouds return for Wednesday night into Thursday. Looks like these rain showers off to our west will primarily fizzle, though, before reaching our area. Now, temperatures tomorrow a little bit warmer than today. Lower to middle 50s across the county, right around 53 or 54 in the La Crosse area. Low to mid 50s will be common down to the south, and more of the same as we head to the north. Generally lower to middle 50s, maybe some upper 40s in Clark, Chippewa, and Rusk counties. So for tonight, mostly to partly cloudy, seasonably chilly. Lows in La Crosse around 36. Mostly sunny, a bit warmer tomorrow, 54. And looking ahead, again, note the lack of rainfall right through the weekend, and notice a little bit of a warming trend as well. Just in time for the weekend, we could flirt with 60 on Friday, lower 60s for the weekend. Halloween Monday looking dry right now, 61, 65 next Tuesday. Next chance of rain perhaps holding off until a week from tomorrow. So again, another dry stretch shaping up.
All right, thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Coming up next, an opportunity that many chefs don't want to miss out on.
The competition that will get your kids in the kitchen. That's coming up.
Fall Home Show going on now at the Bourne Store. Visit today and see what's new and get your $250 discount coupon. Register for prizes and visit with designers. Hope to see you soon.
As an Army commander, I served God, family, and country. But the media, they say none of that matters anymore. When I was 9 years old, my dad handed me a shovel and put me to work. Nowadays, people get paid to sit on the couch. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not some career politician. I'm a self-made businessman who doesn't give a rip about the special interests or their money. I'm running for governor to turn Madison upside down and take back the freedoms that make Wisconsin great.
Tim Michaels for governor.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for changing conditions on and off-road. Get great deals on our most capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Both rated 2022 IIHS top safety picks, and both designed to give you greater confidence. Hurry, Ford SUV season will end soon. Now, for a limited time, get $500 retail order bonus cash on a 2022 Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
The Coulee region has been good to me and my family, and I wanted to give something back. That's why I ran for the state assembly. And I've tried to do good things in Madison for the people of western Wisconsin. Wisconsin is facing a lot of problems today, and we need people who understand how things work. Right now, Wisconsin has a $5 billion surplus. With that surplus, we need to cut taxes. We need to fix our roads, and we need to fund our schools, and we need to do that now.
The day before Halloween on Sunday, October 30th. It's Buzzy's 44th annual 12-hour sale. Get the best deals of the year. 12 hours only, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. Furniture pricing has been drastically reduced with more than 50% off select products. Get a king-size Sealy mattress for the price of a queen. Plus, save $300 on select Tempur-Pedic mattresses and get a free gift with purchase. Come by the store or shop online. One day only at your locally owned Buzzy's Home Furnishings in Viroqua.
Only Wilwick, the sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd.
This is the night of 1,000 dreams.
Next ET.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A special fall cooking event almost here. Grow hosting the 5th Kids Cooking Challenge, and they're looking for some enthusiastic participants.
So registration will be open until Sunday, October 30th for anybody 18 and under. Kids will prepare a dish using mystery ingredients grown in La Crosse.
Organizers say kids should give the challenge a shot because the benefits are endless.
The pride and the confidence that it builds in youth to be able to really get involved in the cooking process and create something of their very own is really something special.
Grow volunteers will hand out beginner and advanced ingredients next week. 4 winners will be announced on Friday, November 11th.
And I'm always amazed. We've shared some of the recipes with viewers at home,
Sure.
and the things that these kids and their families come up with is incredible.
It's something else. That mystery ingredient makes me think of that Chopped show on the Food Channel, where you just got to make something with that one key ingredient.
On the spot. They do get a little bit more time.
Oh yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, here. We will be back with a preview of what's coming up at 6.
And Bill will have another look at tonight's forecast when we come back.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Tim Michaels wants to scare you with lies. Here's the truth. Independent fact checkers gave Michaels' parole attacks a pants-on-fire rating, saying they were false and that the governor does not allow any release of criminals. That's a fact. And here's another fact. Tony Evers actually increased police funding, and he's working to invest in high-crime areas, in job training, after-school programs, and mental health. So when you see all these, do this.
Life without Finati's. Life with Finati's. Finati's on Main Street in La Crosse is the only place you'll find this kind of variety, including our totally scrumptious caramel apples, juicy, tart, and smothered in creamy, buttery caramel. Finati's caramel apples, yeah, they're that good. Celebrate life with Finati's in downtown La Crosse.
Democrats defunded and dispirited our police, creating the worst crime wave in decades. Biden spent us into 40-year high inflation, drove gas prices to record levels, and opened our borders, causing a flood of illegal immigrants and deadly drugs. Mandela Barnes supports all the policies causing you and your family so much pain. He will rubber stamp their liberal agenda. Mandela Barnes sides with radical leftists, not with you.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we make it easy to get ready for winter. We're the cold weather experts, offering the gear and supplies you need to combat the cold, snowy weather ahead, all at fair and honest prices. Like 30% off zero-exposure coats for the family, Tamarack winter boots or buy one, get one half off. 50-foot Yellow Jacket extension cords, just $44.99. And this Comfort Zone cabinet heater, only $129.99. Plus, assorted pet supplements are 25% off.
Inflation's eating up all our savings.
Our home value is plummeting.
Yet Biden and Mandela Barnes support a massive tax increase on middle-class families. Are you kidding?
Now Barnes supports hiring an army of IRS agents to audit working families. Who needs that headache?
How about Barnes starts worrying about paying his own taxes?
Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We at Maxwell White pride ourselves on delivering honest, dependable plumbing services, whether it's a repair, installation, or any number of other needs. With our full-stocked warehouse and trucks, our licensed technicians are ready to serve you. So don't just choose anyone, choose Maxwell White.
Coming up on News 8 now at 6, a warm welcome home.
Reunited families gather at Volk Field to celebrate nearly 100 Wisconsin troops returning from the Middle East.
News 8 now spoke with a military mom who says it was a team effort to stay connected back home.
And we've got cloudy skies right now. We'll see some partial clearing overnight. Expect seasonably chilly overnight lows in the 30s for most. We'll drop to about 36 or so in the La Crosse area. Gradual warming trend through the week, dry through the week, but we could be in the low 60s again by the weekend.
Haunted house. I like it. I had to look at it. It's far away for us. That's very cool. Thank you, Bill. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 6.